Want to get right into it. The reason why I had to make this video is because I feel like there's a lot of confusion out there about alpha males and how to become an alpha male, or there's some steps that needs to be taken, some elements that go into being an alpha male. There's some type of procedure that you must go through to become an alpha male. One thing they're not going to tell you is just like compared to the animal kingdom, when there's cubs and the lion's den. When you got certain animals that give birth to their offspring, there's always an alpha from day one. They were born an alpha male. They weren't made into an alpha male. People think that one day you can just change the narrative and become an alpha male. You can always pretend, just like you got rappers that pretend to be drug dealers, you got um, certain actors and actresses that pretend to do good in the world but only give to charities that's greedy. You can always pretend to be an alpha male. You can take on some attributes of an alpha male, but you're not an alpha. Alpha males are born. It's something about you. It doesn't need to be taught. It's embedded into your soul, in your mind. It's not a mindset. It's a fucking the embodiment of yourself as an alpha male, like your whole DNA makeup. I don't know if y'all familiar with cars, but you know how you got a goddamn, if you got a C300 Mercedes 4MATIC, and then somebody goes out and buys to copy you a C250, it doesn't have the same engine. It's not as fast as the 300, just like the 300 is as fast as the C63. Just for instance, that you buy a C300, just because I take the emblems off and I put a C63 on the back of a C300, does that make it a C63? No, you can pretend. You can try to get even some of the same parts, just like you can dress a certain way. You will not be an alpha male. That's what they're trying to teach you. I believe that. Don't say you're becoming alpha male. Better yet, say that you're trying to take on certain attributes, certain things I can take from alpha male and incorporate it into my life, and maybe I can get somewhere. Alpha male barely never was taken advantage of. He always took advantage of women. He almost never got put in a position that he had to compromise. He always put other people in a compromising position. So you got to think about it like this. I was ever in a position that I felt like a bitch had to choose between me and another dude. That didn't happen. Or I stay with a bitch that cheated, or I do this. Those are not positions that I was in. I can't speak on that. I didn't go through those things. That's ridiculous. So people that try to put on this front as if they're alpha males, just because somebody's giving you a strategy, doesn't mean that you're an alpha male. You just got a strategy. You just got a tactic, but you're not an alpha male. Alpha males are born, just like in the animal kingdom. We're Homo sapiens, just like we are. We are mammals. You have alpha males that's going to be born amongst us. So it's like the begotten son of Christ. It's because there was a lot of people back then. Everybody wasn't the begotten son of Christ. I mean, everybody wasn't the begotten son of the Most High. That is Christ. Give me for that. So that's what it is. Everybody's not the begotten son. Everybody's not Christ. So it's like saying alpha male. You're not born alpha male. You can't be. I mean, you're not made into an alpha male. You're born one. It's already part of you. You are. If you think that way already, you ain't gonna never let nobody try you. You ain't gonna never let nobody get over on you. You ain't gonna never let nobody try to use some tactic. You're not made an alpha male. You're born an alpha male. This is the difference. People try to give these people tactics and try to lie to you and say you're going to become an alpha male. No, you're not going to become an alpha male. You're going to have alpha male attributes. You're not going to be an alpha male. Alpha males are born. That's what an alpha male is. It's their whole embodiment of their soul. They never was taken advantage of in terms of any type of dating or any type of business. They never let nobody run over them. They never had to go through no shorthanded nonsense to get the shit in the stick because they're not a fucking beta male. They were born alpha. It's not something that they had to read up on. It's not something that they had to take classes on. An alpha male is somebody who was born that way, just like a alpha wolf. They're not they're not just raised up to be the alpha wolf. The wolf of that pack has already been imprinted with the alpha male type of attributes. They already was born like that. You notice that dude when they're cubs, they are always singled out as the one. Even though if you ever watch the Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, you will see that that wolf that was born, that fucking cub, you will see that that puppy, whatever the fuck you want to call a baby wolf, you will see that they singled that one out. That one acts differently. They're already head of all the other brothers and sisters that was born with them. They didn't grow up and become a man and start acting like they was a head. They were born into that cub, that puppy, and then they was already ahead of their siblings already, their counterparts. That's as a baby. That means as a baby they already had that alpha male mindset. It wasn't something that was taught to them and forced onto them. So we have to learn that an alpha male is somebody that's born that way. Don't let somebody give you alpha male strategies, because if you're not an alpha male, you're always going to come up short with those strategies. You see a lot of people saying that, oh, these strategies, oh, it sound good, but have anybody ever said that it worked? Where's somebody that you can see in real life that can show you a visual? I'm talking about literally turn a fucking camera on their phone on, and you see how those ideas work for them. But everybody can write in comments and say, "Oh, this worked for me. This worked for me." How did it work for you? It didn't work for you. Just saying in the comments because somebody said something that sound good, but you don't got no evidence. You have no proof. Where's the proof? Everybody's in the comment section of a lot of these dating coaches saying, "Oh, this worked." Show it. Show somebody the kind of. Do you got a bad bitch? Do you got a 10? Do you got a dime? Do you got a bitch as bad as Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, or somebody? Is your chick that bad? See, this is the problem with people. They be talking all this shit, but what kind of chicks are y'all getting? If y'all actually are getting women out there using these dating coaches tactics, where's the fucking proof? Ain't no damn proof, because y'all listen to people fill your head up with nonsense. You cannot be made into an alpha male. You better just know who you are and try to learn yourself the best way you can and go off of your strongest points. Other than that, if you're trying to take on somebody else's points, you're always going to come up short. So I'm always going to put it this way. Alpha males are born. They're not made. And if you are a beta male, you can take on certain attributes. But if you're an alpha male, that's just who you are. Ain't no sugarcoating it. But make sure to subscribe and check your boy out. I got more videos coming. I'm done, man.